Hello folks! So for this video, I'm going to demonstrate how I pot up the Cephalotus into the net pot with the nylon cord wick system. So in front of you, you have the potting mix over here. I have the prep containers here. You'll see why I have it double, but in effect, I just want to keep the workspace nice and clean. I have the net pot, and I have the container that it will be in. So in the end, this is what it's going to look like. Okay. And then I have a Cephalotus that's been growing in a African violet pot. I think that's what people call it. And this African violet pot, just to be clear, is a 2.5-inch pot. I am putting it into a 2 3/4 net basket. And remember, this is going to be this plant's permanent home. Because in a few years, well, in 1 year, what you will end up with is a plant with a system of roots. I hope the camera can capture this. That looks like this. Okay. Alright, so let's begin. And then I have water here. So the first thing I do is take the pot and soak the nylon cords. Submerge it in water, and I'll just set it down here. Just make sure all the nylon cords are equidistant from the bottom. So what I'm doing is just making sure that they're all kind of the same right here. Okay, and I'll just put it together over here. Now let me spread it out a little so it's nice and clean, evenly spaced on the bottom, just to make sure we have really good contact with the soil. Okay, do you see that? Okay. And we don't want things crossing, so let's do this. Let's do that. Spacing here and here. There you go. And I like to, give it a little bit more space, like that, like so. All right. Okay. Evenly spaced, just like that. Now, first scoop of soil. Tamp it down with a fork. So this way, you're getting good contact with the soil. Okay. And after this first layer, what I like to do is take a syringe and drench it, so there's really no air pockets once we're done. Okay. And what I have in here is just purified water. Now this empty pot is just to gauge how deep the soil to be. So from here, I know it's already flush with the pot. So what I would do now is pack the soil to the side. like so. like so. I'll just put more in and just pack it to the side at a slant. Yeah, it's hard to see, but I think you know what I'm doing here. So add a slant, right? If you see any big pieces like this, take it out. Okay, so you do that. And you're not compacting it. It is just nice and loose. A little bit on the bottom, a light sprinkle. And what I also like to do is now put this in here and see if I need to remove some soil from the bottom, which I do. And the reason I'm using the pot to form the indentation into the new soil is because if you look at this plant, it is a very well-grown plant already. So you can imagine once I remove the pot, the soil is going to be held on pretty tight by the roots. So that's why I don't like to disturb the roots too much when I transplant or repot. So let me see. And it is okay if the pot is a little bit higher, but that's a little bit too high, so need to remove some soil from the bottom. Okay, how does it look? Okay, this looks pretty good. It feels pretty good too. So now that is ready, unpot the plant. Give it a nice squeeze. And oh, 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 there you go. Very nice, healthy, nice and healthy. So now just really quickly turn it over and let it go into its new home. Pop! Done. So what I'll do now is take some extra soil and just stick it into the side, squeezing the pot while I do so to make room. Just like that. Make some room. And so this plant is nicely situated in this new home. And there you go. So yes, it does look like a mess, but it's just how it is. Okay, so let me just tap it a little bit. And there we go. And now what I'm going to do is just put this plant in this new home. Oh, you're not seeing this. So let me take this out of the way. And now I'm gonna take this plant and put it in this new home. There you go, like so. So you can see, here it is, right? And Let me bring this back. So what I would do now is gently water around the plant, like so. Pressing it down to make sure it has good contact with the new soil and its new home. Okay. And with this plant, I do notice there's a picture right here that is in the way of this one, so I'm going to go ahead and remove it. Another time. But for now, just leave it. But it will be removed. Let me get more water. And I'm going to keep watering until I see that water is dripping from the ends of these wick. And once I see the water dripping from the end of these wick and the the nylon cords, then I will fill the jar until it's maybe a 1/4 inch from the bottom of the pot. So just doing that. Just the pictures. Okay, that's good. So now what I'm going to do is lay this down for a bit while I clean the jar. You don't have to clean the jar. I just like it clean. You know, give it a brand new home when it's nice and fresh. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now the jar is now nice and clean. And to determine how much water we need, I'll go ahead and, you can see through it, but for the sake of this video, I'll do it this way. Okay, you get a pot, now you fill it with water until it is almost touching the bottom of the pot, maybe 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. Okay, I fill it until it's 1/4 inch from the bottom of the pot. Okay, and now I'm going to take the Cephalotus with all the dirty cord, soak it in this water here. Okay. So now the plant is nice and clean, and put it into its new home. And there you have it. New plant in its new home. Okay, and that's it. And then what I'll do to finish this up is fill his pitchers with water, just regular water. This way I can be sure that it has water source, and I don't need to worry about this plant anymore until next week. So that's it, folks. That is a full demonstration of the system, how it works, how to fill it, and I'll be giving you updates on this plant as we go along. This plant will be part of a new experiment with a new set of indoor grow lights, and I'll also be updating you on those guys as well. So I'm excited to see what the end results will be in a few years' time. Oh, by the way, this is the Hummer. So there you go. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you for watching and have a great day.